I know what it was. It was Penelope.
Bum, bum, bum.
Stupid. Citizens of Regency-era, we have made it to the ultimate episodes of season 3. Pen and Colin, they're in jeopardy. We don't have much time, G. I don't care how you feel. We're both wanting to look at this and love and cry and all this stuff. So roll the bumper and let's watch the show.
Do not try to deny it. I heard you with the printer. To think, I ran after you because I was worried.
I sneakily followed you for a very long time. Because I was worried.
Because it was you who printed tonight.
It's not print tonight's edition.
Oh, but every other one. Is it not you who has been Lady Whistledown all along?
Penelope all along.
All of the lies you have told me, all of the things you have written about me and my family.
Look, please.
I knew something was wrong. As if I was undeserving of your love.
Ouch.
You are the one that is at fault. I will never forgive you.
Stakes.
I wonder if Eloise will be the one to help Colin see.
I bet she has slightly come back around.
They pick and choose when to use these.
Yeah. It's the unrest bumper. The final bumper will be the nice one again. All the flowers will be yellow.
Dearest gentle reader,
Oh,
if
no.
you thought that revealing my true identity would stifle me, guess again.
I don't know, man. It's gotta have...
Certainly no house is perfect, though there are some that purport to be.
The secret is half the charm.
Yeah, exactly.
This author must question what really goes on behind closed doors.
Shit.
Can we read it?
No.
It is known that Lady Bridgerton praises love matches above all else. But does love excuse why several of her children have had rather rushed engagements?
Oh, my.
Perhaps the family confuses love with lust.
Eloise always being used by a Whistledown. Used by
And
a
then there is the
Whistledown.
fact that there are so very many Bridgerton children.
Damn, cool hair.
Perhaps because a few of them may be of dubious parentage.
The lies she writes.
Whistledown is here.
See, we already have it, Mrs. Wilson.
Yeah, you don't
Another Whistledown.
say. What? Oh, this is actually going to be really fun for the Whistledown readers.
Oh, thank goodness.
Dearest gentle reader,
She can hear the voice.
Yeah, everyone can.
someone has been impersonating me, and so I can no longer sit idly by.
Oh,
This author is not interested in judging what one does out of desperation, but gossip as I might, I always tell the truth, and I cannot tolerate a lie.
Ooh. I want to buy a cigar tonight.
yeah.
Cressida Cowper, this author is not.
Ha.
Surely she would have reported on the great debt Lord Blackburn refused to repay to Lord Sampson.
Uh-oh.
The fact that Mrs. Newham unceremoniously dismissed her maid yesterday for the simple act of asking for a day off.
Wow.
Damn.
And I will not mention is Mr. Davidson's wife endures daily. Except, I suppose, I just...
Ah, she's validated.
Yeah.
This author, the true Lady Whistledown, is always paying attention.
She's everywhere.
Something that I believe Miss Cowper should try to do a little more.
You'll stay in here until Aunt Joanna arrives to collect you.
Oh,
Until then, you are not to leave
I
this
feel like
room.
I'm watching the show Wednesday now.
Yeah. That's a
Got that
really
vibe.
good goal.
Has that vibe, doesn't it?
Harpsichord thing.
Or maybe Wednesday, Bridgerton.
Dude, that would be cool, actually. Do Wednesday in different periods.
Yours truly, Lady Whistledown.
You do Bridgerton-style murder mysteries written by Wednesday.
Was it worth it, Penelope?
Yeah.
Was it worth it? Just know I side with you on anything you do.
Hey, this is all for your writing
So-
career. This is what you needed, all right? You don't got time for love. You literally don't. You got to be out there listening to all these people.
No, since Penelope got engaged, Prudence has not called me a blinkard or a dunderhead or an answer fool once.
Oh, my.
I'm starting to think I am clever.
You are, my love.
I am saying there's something wrong with her.
Whenever I try to grasp her hand, it does not swat it away with near the same gusto.
They're fun.
You a devotee of Whistledown again.
It is a particularly good issue.
Perhaps I should read it then. I could use a distraction.
Good day.
Good day, Penelope. Ah, I will be reading this over there.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Eloise, he knows. Colin, he followed me last night.
How is his condition?
He's furious.
He frickin' hates me.
I cannot help you with this, Ben. I am so grateful for everything you've done for me, but already I feel in the middle between you and Colin.
Well, it was a silly infatuation, which turned into a real friendship over time, but
Oh.
you were the truest friend I have ever known, El.
Sisters before misters.
It's torture not being by your side this season. I cannot bear the thought of losing you completely, either of you.
Oh.
Oh, not ready to fully.
The sun.
I wish you luck.
I wish you well.
Do you think it possible for me to acquire an audience with the Queen this week?
I fear her spirits are low.
Uh,
I cannot recommend that you speak with Her Majesty about Francesca and Lord Kilmartin just now.
Perhaps Francesca was right. I should have approached her at the ball when we had the chance.
but the Queen loves the game.
We are always trying with all our might, but the weight of the world cannot always be upon our shoulders.
You do not sound like yourself.
You need to go talk to your brother.
But I hope you know that my care for you is not contingent on your aid.
Hey.
I am here for you, Agatha. Always.
All along.
Thank you, Violet.
First
It means
names.
a great deal to me.
But you did bang my father, so I can bang your brother.
Yeah, it's only fair. I care about you, but I will exercise this card at some point.
How long have you known?
What?
I saw you leaving a private room with Penelope shortly before I found her. You should have told me yourself.
And you should have told me you were in love with my best friend before you tripped into the drawing room engaged.
Fair.
Very fair.
Certainly sharp and biting, but she has not written anything withering about anyone, or if she has, they have deserved it.
Are you forgetting what she wrote about me at the start of the season?
Are you withered?
Of course, that was not so good.
Ah.
Have you already forgiven her?
I want to. Do you think you can?
Gotta have a duel.
I think you should consider yourself uncommonly lucky you have never been in love.
Whoa. Man, I'm looking forward to the eventual Eloise season if we get there.
I like how Colin always confronts people, like, so aggressively, and then in seconds are like, you know, you're thinking about this all wrong.
Yeah.
And he's always like,
Yeah, I guess I gotta go write it out in my journal then.
In here for the wedding breakfast.
Do you think it too small?
How many people are we inviting?
Well, let me show you how we'll lay it out.
How awkward.
Oh, this is so weird.
I mean, he just can't call off another one after being engaged to Marina.
Are you going to call off the wedding?
I am a man of honor, and we were intimate. Perhaps that was another part of your planned entrapment.
I do not mean to entrap you, Colin. I love you.
Oh.
What will this marriage be?
That depends. I noticed there was no Whistledown this morning. Are you going to stop publishing?
I do not know.
Yeah. It's your passion. It means your calling.
Let us get through this wedding, and then we will decide what this marriage will be.
Oof. That's
Uh-oh, she already noticed. She clocked.
I shall see if our young people require refreshments for this rather long tour.
a 3-hour tour.
So how about them Dodgers?
Yeah. How about, I don't know, the polo season?
You had a caller while you were out. She left a note.
Oh.
Thank you.
Lady Arnold, perhaps?
Please, let me explain. Tilly.
I like two is at once.
Yeah, I'm a fan of DP.
And I don't mean director of photography.
Though I do love a camera.
Speak to you about my situation with Paul first privately, but then we were caught, as it were.
What is the situation exactly?
A situationship.
Mr. Suarez and I have a relationship not unlike the one I share with you. And Mr. Suarez also likes to be intimate with men.
Come on, Benny.
He thought perhaps the two of you shared a moment.
I have known men like Mr. Suarez, but I myself have never felt tempted before.
Are you tempted by every woman you meet?
I'm not.
Hey, that's a fair counter.
Encompassing however many millions of people. And yet we are all bred to believe that the only persons worth conversing with are the 1,000 or so who inhabit a few square miles around Grosvenor Square.
It's really hard to talk to anybody beyond that right now.
That was cool to do that in a big wide shot where they look so small in that conversation.
We play by all the rules, and rarely do we question the meaning of any of it for a moment.
The work here you do is important and mysterious, lady.
It's for the company, you know.
If you did not feel anything with Mr. Suarez, then let us, you and I, continue on our own.
Dizzle.
But you should know,
You'll continue with him.
my staff are very discreet.
So the last episode he's gonna like do a gay thing and then be like, nope, not for me.
Nah. But I tried it, so.
Tried. Cross that off the card.
Never attracted any other men ever again.
Next step, kill a poor person.
You know what? Didn't like that either.
Lord Anderson has come to call.
Oh.
No way.
Mr. Lord Anders.
Good. You look good.
It's like wins. You're never not prepared to look good in this society.
It is good to see you.
You as well, Lord Anderson.
He looks like he'd have a great pistol.
Oh, yeah. I want to duel this guy.
Would you like some cake, tea?
Oh, I would be delighted.
So they always have that ready to go.
Yeah. I don't know how they keep it perpetually hot, though.
Yeah. Or perpetually moist.
Did I tell you that she and Lord Kilmartin have been secretly engaged?
I did not hear. Congratulations.
Mazel tov.
Though we are waiting on the blessing of the Queen before announcing it.
Aristotle says, patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet.
That's a bar. I've never heard that.
Once Francesca and Lord Kilmartin's affairs are in order, do you think perhaps the two of us could explore something together?
I am not uninterested in exploration. But I will not know if I'm ready for that until after the affairs are in order. Especially because I am not the only one whose affairs need ordering.
Yeah, get right with your sister. You could count every little one of his beard hairs.
Yeah, look great. She's gonna need a bigger.
Especially in this time.
We received a letter back from Aunt Joanna. She will have left today to come and fetch you. I imagine she'll be here in a week or two.
Mamma, please.
Oh, my.
You must put an end to this.
The life of a showgirl.
Your father has threatened to send me to the countryside as well. If I intervene, there is no hope of ever bringing you back to society.
But we did this together.
Not entirely.
To avoid that Bridgerton girl.
Why did we have to write such cruel things about the Bridgertons, Mamma?
The Bridgertons so often feature in Whistledown that it would have been strange not to mention them.
You got a thing.
Yeah, you could have mentioned them a different way.
What do you got against them?
Why is that your concern now?
Just because they're the stars of every season.
She is the one person who's ever shown me true friendship.
Literally the one person.
Cressida was kind of a...
Have I not raised you to know that in this world, it is every person for themselves, especially amongst women?
That's part of the problem.
Yes, you have.
You would be wise not to forget it.
In case you don't know, John, that shadow means she's in conflict.
Yeah.
And that mirror means she's reflecting on this conflict.
Oh, it's visual storytelling. The DP.
The double penetration.
I thought you were not much of a drinker, Lord Kilmartin.
No, I am not. But in my defense, your mother does not like me.
Our mother does not like you.
I shall handle this. Lord Kilmartin, our mother adores you.
You.
Our mother also has an obsession with great loves.
Give the man some practical advice.
Practical magic.
So something bold. Declare yourself. Throw rocks at Francesca's window.
Rocks.
Anything. What do we got?
Throw rocks.
This bottle. Throw it at the house.
Is everything well? Is everything well with you?
Oh.
I like... I think a woman told me.
I might be so I'm not sure. I'm going to try it.
I'm going to try that guy right here.
Any one of you guys in here.
Look how wasted Colin looks.
Yeah, man.
Just all over the place. Get a grip, Colin.
Genevieve Colin found out.
Oh dear.
That's a really cool chair.
But he hates me for it.
It's okay.
And he has every right to. I'm about to be married to the man I love, and I do not know that I am worthy of him.
You have made some ill-considered choices in your time.
That's diplomatic.
Who did not know her own power.
But does that justify it?
No.
But you can have grace for that.
All one can do is be true to one's choices and look forward.
You're right, Gandalf. I will carry this ring to Mordor.
I cast Whistledown in the Fire Mountain.
But I tried giving it up before we found out, and I felt like I was losing a part of myself.
There's no such thing as true love without first embracing your true self.
Ooh, because you gotta let that person be loved.
Happy wedding eve.
Modiste the White.
Oh.
I don't know how old Penelope is.
She's 12.
Yeah. I was like, should you be used to drinking by now? I really don't know.
She's 12, but I'm aware she's played by a 28-year-old.
Yes.
So that's why it's okay, the things I say.
And the age of consent in this time was 10.
Yeah.
So.
We got this covered. We covered our bases.
What are you doing out here? No, in fact, do not answer that. It is clear I found you in the midst of some secret dealings.
And what secret dealings have I found you in the midst of? All alone the night before our wedding?
What right do you have to ask me that? After all the secrets you have kept, all of the damage you have done.
I realise how much damage I have done, and I am so sorry for it.
What were you thinking?
I realise now how misguided I was.
And when you wrote about Miss Thompson, exposing her?
Oh, yeah.
It is clear you do not, after what you have written about me this year, that I hardly know myself. What were you thinking then?
That I simply wanted the Colin I know back. Not this stoic man you returned as, acting as if you care for no one and need nothing. It's you, kind and feeling, occasionally excitable, good-hearted man who I love.
Aww.
There are so many things I should have done myself, and now with the confidence you've helped me find this year, I'm finally able to.
So then you do not need Whistledown anymore?
I do not need to hide behind Whistledown anymore, but I am not saying there is not any value in it.
My craft.
Do you know what is most humiliating? I let you talk so much about my journal as if I were to be this great writer, when all this time, you have been a published writer, renowned across Mayfair.
Colin, I meant everything I said about your writing.
You're putting yourself in danger.
Colin, I can take care of myself.
Then what good am I to you?
Colin, I love you.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
That's what good.
I love you.
Come out.
Aww. Aww.
That's nice.
Yeah, that was such a good scene.
Oh, yeah.
Let's slow down, guys.
We got
You're out in public.
The kissing is good.
You'll be shamed for doing it with me the night before.
Shame for kissing your future husband.
Society's really weird.
Yeah.
Somehow they'll make you feel bad about this.
We'll be shunned from society and forced to be apart now for some reason.
Wait like 6 more hours. We're okay.
I shall see you tomorrow.
Okay, but there's still one more vampire to slay.
There goes Colin again. Starting off yelling and then realizing. Oh, shit. They're making some good points.
All right, I love you. I'm sorry. That's good, though. He's a young man. He's still got growth to encounter.
Oh, there you are. We were debating going to bed.
It's just very late, Colin.
You just missed Simon.
Oh. What am I? Chopped liver?
Are they ghosts?
Yes, this is a hallucination.
Did not think I would see you until tomorrow.
Your mother called us in early. Thought you might want some marital advice.
Called in the A-team.
She really does know everything.
Take it from 2 enemies to lovers.
What is going on with you and Penelope?
All is well between us.
The smell of fermented fruit emanating from your person would indicate otherwise.
You're drunk.
I do not wish to unburden myself to you two with your perfect marriage.
Oh, you think our marriage is perfect?
Just because we have sex all the time?
You and Penelope have been close for years.
Well, yes, but I'm no longer sure I truly know her.
What happened?
Yeah, how do you describe this?
It is not our business what happened. Every one of us has secrets or have made mistakes once or twice in our lives. It's worth it.
It is,
marriage is not hard work.
It's not one moment. It's not hard work.
I will see you at the church tomorrow.
I love her.
Good night.
Lady Viscount.
I'm most excited for Devil Wears Prada 2 because of her.
Oh, she's in it?
I think so, yeah.
I drank a whole bottle before my wedding, the second wedding, and it was deeply celebrated.
Don't listen to her, all right? Drink as much as you want.
3 raw eggs in the morning.
So that's where Rocky got it from.
And I still drink a whole bottle every day.
Yeah. Bottle at night, 3 eggs in the morning.
And our marriage has been A-okay. Sister?
Uh-oh.
It is not your footman's fault. I slipped in. Perhaps I could give myself time to prove myself to you.
To our father, you mean?
I've heard you make comments disparaging the girl you once were. But you were resolute even then.
Aw.
You had something in you all along, a kind of courage I never dreamed of having.
Agatha.
Why did you never tell me any of that before?
I was afraid of you.
The fearsome creature I created. As I have subconsciously taken from our father.
Ooh.
Nothing like him.
That's something.
Though yours is far more stylish.
Do not come for my cane.
I have a sword inside this cane.
I have been hard on you. At last, my life is full of joy, and I've been afraid you would take it away from me.
Ah.
Any joy I am after, I deeply hope you are a large part of.
Oh. I love you guys.
He needs a giant chest to hold that big heart.
That's right. Big man, SpongeBob.
Come, we have a wedding to attend.
And another one to start thinking about down the line. Dude, do a Violet Bridgerton season. Getting remarried. Golden Bachelorette style.
Are you ready for your dress?
Yes, God.
Even though Violet's probably only like 20 years old.
I'm worried. This is the penultimate. Is he not going to get married? Is he going to say no? Is he going to embarrass her?
Like not show up?
It's penultimate. Penultimate.
What has happened here?
It's the most natural her hair's look.
My uncle chasing after a delivery boy.
And what did you discover?
He does not know who Whistledown is, but he says most of his buyers live in Mayfair. Well, Lady Whistledown must live there as well.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you. We will look into it.
Does she have braces?
I have thought on the conundrum of finding your author. Lady Whistledown is not a lady at all. Lady Whistledown is a nom de plume.
Oh boy. What can you tell between the contrast in these? Oh no. It's Colin Bridgerton.
How would she piece together it was Penelope? Because there's that Penelope and Colin's thing.
I have no idea. Something about the writing.
Oh, that is Lady Barragan, whose luncheon, do not forget, we failed to attend.
And now she'll want us to attend her next one even more.
Even more. I want an anthology show. 20-minute episodes, just these two attending brunches.
Something's not right.
Yeah, something's really not right.
I love weddings.
Oh no. But this one.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm so afraid. Oh no, okay, here he is. So he's gonna object. Or is she not gonna show up?
Or the queen is going to put it together and have her arrested.
Yeah.
And then Colin's going to have to break her out with the help of his brothers.
Are you ready?
Are you ready? Oh, yellow. She can't escape yellow.
Ah.
That's funny.
Good catch.
It's a good wedding song and a good meme.
The queen's going to interrupt this wedding.
Oh, no. I lay myself down.
I mean, he nodded.
Oh. Oh, the train.
Oh, she's crying for her.
Yeah.
I am so concerned right now. Something's going to go wrong. Queen's going to show up and break this wedding apart.
Yeah.
We are gathered here in the sight of God to join together this man and this woman in holy matrimony.
Marriage.
I, Colin Bridgerton, take thee, Penelope Featherington, to be my wedded wife. With this ring, I thee wed.
I guess they're just getting married.
And by the joining of hands, I now pronounce that they be man and wife together.
With this body.
Of the Son and of the Holy Ghost. Amen.
Okay.
We did it.
Okay.
It's official.
All right.
Can't stop now.
I guess it's all good.
All right.
Okay. A little nervous handhold, but all right.
They look amazing. Wow. You can't cut a cake like that.
The would the last episode be?
This is them sitting around and reading.
Not going how I expected.
Yeah,
I was onto the structure until now.
Hey, that's what Lady Whistledown does. She zigs when you expect to zag.
An exceptionally fine bride.
Aw. I love you too, sis.
Good job.
Would you like to say how you really feel now?
I mean, fine, like 2.5 out of 5.
Thank you.
You guys are cool too, I guess.
Still keeping his distance or something? What's going on here?
Quite a wedding breakfast. Marcus and I entered together, but were quickly separated by the sheer volume of guests.
What are we doing?
Are you feeling in better spirits? I am. Making peace is a relief.
Truth lifts a weight from your soul.
Perhaps you should try it. That is my intention.
Dude, he got to make a grand. If the queen does something, freaking Kilmartin needs to make a gesture in front of her.
I saw you crying at the ceremony.
Simply tears at losing another friend to marriage. Maybe it was dust.
Fragment of an underdone potato.
Which brother or sister do you like the best?
Gregory, clearly.
Rank them. Tier list.
Love is not finite, Eloise.
Oh.
The friendship you have with Penelope is a lucky thing.
Oh.
A lot of dust in here, too.
There's dust everywhere.
Excuse me. I'm going to find some champagne.
Champagne from a real friend. Real pain from a sham friend. Go to her and her lover. Oh.
Oh, is Eloise going to help Cressida out? Am I saying her name wrong?
Cressida?
Crescenda?
Crescendo.
Your tea, miss.
I need your help.
I need you to build me a rope ladder out of bed sheets. All right, spin off where Cressida's a fugitive.
I'll certainly try to be there.
Yes, of course.
Wonderful.
Enjoy the party.
Dude, you guys are hot commodity.
Mr. and Mrs. Mondridge.
Yes.
We will not go to your damn party.
She writes that her new husband is not only a reader, but has cultivated in her a love for the outdoors.
She married Debling.
Yeah, she was hooked up with him at the end of the season, right?
No, Debling's the other guy.
Imagine how charming our town in India is. It has been so long since I've ridden there.
I should like to see it.
Dude, India season. Bridgertindia.
Before our child come.
Now,
Let's go.
of course I want to go over with you one day.
We will have time to prepare for the birth. Yeah.
Wow.
I know how much you love our life, dear, but I cannot help but feel that something is missing. Our child will always be a Bridgerton, but I should like them to know that they are a Sharma as well. Know their history.
Based, bro. Based.
And it is important for me to know it so that we can share that history with our child together.
What a guy.
It's so positive. There's like zero conflict with these two this season.
I know.
Please do not make me love you more. I do not think I can bear it.
They just check in being nice to each other now.
Perfect E-story. They deserve it. They just show up occasionally to reaffirm Anthony's arc.
You enjoying yourself?
Very much. Thank you.
Well, this wedding couldn't plan itself. I've not had time to meddle. The important part is that you're married now.
Is that you won the society game.
Why does it not feel like a victory?
Go to him. Punch him out.
Could we?
Oh.
And perhaps we could dance.
It is a wedding breakfast. The sun is still out.
I realise that. But I should like to dance with my husband in the light of day.
Aww.
That's in a church. We're not here.
Very well.
Who does their nails in this time? Or do you just grow them and sharp them like that?
It's the music they're hearing?
Yeah, they're only hearing it in their heads. Oh, center of the room. Oh.
Oh, that's really cool.
Hey.
They defy the rules.
Breakfast dancing. It's all the rage now. Definitely going to be some reports about this in the Whistledown. Do it.
These two are so adorable.
I know.
They're so cute.
She's like the de facto Bridgerton for the season who's not Colin, but like they've made a really nice sort of sub out of that subplot.
Oh, Lord Anderson, I am glad you have joined us.
Uh-oh. Anthony's going to get really
You're
protected.
with your sister.
Yes. All our affairs in order.
She's not even looking at me right now.
I do believe my affairs are very nearly coming together as well.
He oversteps.
Oh, I think they move quite beautifully. Do not take that for granted.
Yeah.
You're not my dad!
I'll never call you that. Don't try to give me advice or bond with me.
I'm going to India.
Yeah. We're not writing any of you. You're not family to me anymore.
Her Majesty the Queen.
Okay. This has to be some episode 8 cliffhanger shit.
Yeah, no, we're going to get ruthless.
Lady Whistledown is Lord Kilmartin.
Everyone who is not a Bridgerton may go.
Oh my. I was going to say, does Danbury stay?
That's scary.
That's
Penelope.
pretty scary.
You're a Bridgerton now.
You are a Bridgerton now.
That's the point.
Yeah. Oh, this is scary.
Oh, she knows.
Someone in this room has something to hide, and I shall not leave until they come forward and reveal themselves.
Is Eloise going to do it?
Step forward. Confess.
Oh, can't be two. Twice in this season, 2 people lying. Colin pretended to be Whistledown.
What?
I bear the secret.
Oh, the engagement.
Yeah.
I am engaged to Lord Kilmartin. Perhaps so much so that I have not been bold enough in declaring myself, but I love Lord Kilmartin. And I plan to marry him. Your Majesty's blessing, of course.
Your romantic sensibilities have been obvious for some time. You do not need my blessing to marry. I speak of Whistledown. Suddenly, Whistledown rushes to...
So the irony.
That is what roused her from her hiding place. And why? Clearly because she is one of you.
Oh.
I assure you, if such a thing were happening in my home, I would know of it.
I'm here all the time. Oh no. Narrow down that field.
Hold your tongue another night. I shall loosen it soon enough.
Ick. She's gonna get that doctor back and have them all tortured next episode.
This is going to ruin their marriage.
I did not know if it would help or hurt your family if I were to speak.
I'm glad you stayed silent. That it is time for you to give up your Colin. And as long as you are Whistledown, forever this lie will hang over all of us.
This is rough.
You cannot possibly know because you are not a woman. Well, the only choice women have is to conceal the parts of ourselves the world will not accept. I am Whistledown.
Oh, I am Iron Man.
I cannot accept that.
Colin, it is our wedding night.
I shall sleep on the sofa tonight.
Damn.
Wow.
So this is where that began.
It wasn't obvious that you're Whistledown. People must have put it together now.
The exact right person entered the room. I need my friend.
Aww. Aww.
It will.
Back together again. I'm appreciating the time they spent apart more in the hindsight.
Definitely.
Benedict.
Yeah.
Dutch angle.
It wasn't a straight angle.
I've been thinking about your offer.
God, I can't refuse. Ooh. Oh. Ooh. Leave us. Oh.
Do it.
Cool. Cool. Oh. Oh. Fun. Oh. The Departed.
Rats.
Oh, wow. Printers. Oh, shit.
Evening, Mum.
This guy.
For the Whistledown that was printed here last week?
No, Whistledowns were printed here last week.
I've already tried 3 other printers. Surely there cannot be so many more.
My boss at the last place that I worked used to print for her. Said that she was a redhead, though.
Fudge.
What else did
Fudge.
he tell you?
Oh, they got that crazy focus on her one eyeball.
There's not many redheads.
No, not in this society. Not in Europe.
Good morning. How did you sleep?
Fitfully.
This is an excellent sofa.
I'll give you and your mother some privacy.
Wait, you do not have to leave.
I wish to.
Ooh, that's hard.
Mum, you have a visitor in the drawing room.
Excellent.
Serve her tea. I'm not yet ready.
Is it Cressida?
Good morning, Mama.
Ah!
What are you doing here?
I'm simply paying a visit to the esteemed Lady Whistledown.
Mm-mm-mm.
I know your secret.
Whatever you think you know, you're incorrect.
No one would ever suspect you, as you are so very forgettable.
Let's go there.
Seeing as I am under lock and key until my aunt arrives to steal me to the countryside,
Unless you let me have the credit.
you are going to pay me double the Queen's reward, so that I might set up my life abroad.
Wow.
or I will tell everyone of your true identity.
10K.
Your reputation could not be any lower at present.
Lady Featherington, Penelope and I were just discussing whether or not I'm to be believed. Think of your daughter's love of the written word, allowing her to disappear for great periods of time. Think of how all those she views as enemies end up humiliated. How it took you this long to realize she is the true Lady Whistledown.
Wow, what a
Dizzle.
Or I will reveal the truth to the entire ton.
Ton. This is a ton of bullshit.
Penelope.
You can't write.
Yeah. I refuse to believe it. Oh, hey, but it's okay. I feel better now.
Always there is an hour at which you disappear. I thought it was because your social manners run dry at a certain point, but...
Mama.
All the terrible things you've written about your sisters, about yourself. I have fought with every tool at my disposal to claw us out of ruin. My own blood has been sowing the seeds of our ruin all along. How could you, Penelope?
Damn, that's hard.
Yeah.
Does your husband know?
Yeah, he just found out. Don't worry, he's not taking it much better than you.
Well, I do not wish to lie anymore.
But clearly my word is not one you choose to follow.
Dang.
Must get dressed.
God damn it, Cressida.
I regret any sympathy I ever fostered for you. It's not really sympathy. It's like empathy.
You played carelessly today, Lady Danbury. The game will not last long.
You could kill someone with this chess set.
And what will you do once you have uncovered her?
What are you trying to say, Lady Danbury?
I assumed she was someone with power in the town.
Do you in fact know who Whistledown is? Is that why you are trying to protect the Bridgertons?
I am simply saying she's merely trying to stay in the game.
And I'm trying to find the right chess piece to illustrate this metaphor.
Because of the show, Queen
Charlotte.
You could have had me in checkmate, Lady Danbury.
They finally did something to make that Queen Charlotte show feel essential for Queen Charlotte.
Definitely.
But then the game would be over. What fun is there in that?
Do you get what I mean though about this and how that applies to Whistledown?
We should ready our autumnal wardrobe.
Is that why you no longer sneeze, Albie?
It was a nervous sneeze quelled by our happy marital bliss.
Of course it is.
Certainly no one would notice. Now that Penelope has married her Bridgerton. Have you ever seen a lady with child at a ball, Philippa?
I thought we were gonna cut to the Mondriches.
I would do anything to help you avoid that fate, my sweet.
Good. Because Philippa and I are going to host a ball, the colour purple.
And orange.
It's a Halloween ball.
Gold and hundreds of flowers.
And we can have bugs.
We can have bugs.
Oh no.
I like these four performers.
Are you sure we should be in public?
Well, the Queen knows about your engagement now. The best thing that we can do right now is be out in the world so that the town does not start to think that we have something to hide. Perhaps our nonchalance will convince the Queen that her accusations are incorrect.
That was very nonchalant. We have nothing to hide.
Out like any other family, having ice cream. There is still going to be a wedding.
Of course.
John and I are going to apply for a special license so that we can have a simple, small ceremony at home.
You trying to kill me, girl?
In fact, we should like to take residence at John's primary estate.
In Scotland?
Scotland?
Where is that exactly?
Where is
Close
Scotland?
to the border.
No, but it's not too far from Glasgow.
Glasgow.
I cannot wait for the quiet.
Lives in a house, a very big house in the country.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, they gotta play chess.
Do not let your marriage be the scar.
Penelope, what are you doing here? I was not expecting to see you till later this afternoon.
She knows, Colin, you do not have to hide your ire. She knows everything as well.
She's trying to get out.
Cressida discovered my secret. She demands £10,000 to keep it.
If she knows, we must prevent her from revealing it.
We gotta kill her.
Miss Cowper spreads this gossip. It
Homie.
will besmirch our Bridgerton name. And I will not stand for anyone blackmailing my wife.
No, that is kind, Colin. I can pay her.
With her Whistledown money.
You have made that high sum.
Slightly more, if we're being honest.
Go, sis. You shouldn't have to pay for this.
A single penny.
Yeah.
No one is paying her.
And what do you propose we do?
Please, would you just let
I will not cower to Miss Cowper. I will call upon her.
I will not cower to Miss Cowper's power. After I take a shower, we will now cower away.
It is the hour at hand. Get your crossbow out, Colin.
Yes.
Stake up montage.
Equally as stakers.
There's a lot happening.
Strange balance of storylines happening right now.
No, this is a metaphor for everything that's happening. All the plots are intertwining. Literally just like a palate cleanser.
Yeah. Meanwhile, they're doing stuff.
Mr. Bridgerton,
I was hoping to have a moment alone with your daughter.
if you think this is not still a respectable household.
Mother, leave us.
Mhm.
Please go.
I'm alone in the world anyway.
I must feel terribly lonely when I'm off on my travels.
Traveling the continent, seeing the great sights of the world.
But this last year, I found myself yearning from Penelope. It felt as if everyone was busy with their lives without a need for me in them.
Ooh, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that can be hard.
It seems you've come for me to pay you sympathy.
I have not come for your sympathy.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying.
Penelope is no villain. Trust me, her words are cutting and sharp.
Mean.
You do not sound as if you hate Whistledown. You sound as if you are jealous of her.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah, it seems like a...
See that coming.
Imagine being so ignored. You feel invisible. Her column has reflected the cruelty. A cruelty, I imagine, you have felt too.
Ooh. And participated in.
If even Penelope can find grace for you, do you not see that the Ton, too, will forgive you? A family's love is enduring.
Have you met her family?
That is the difference between you and me. That you will always have your family's support.
Yeah.
Miss Cowper.
Oh, no.
Miss Cowper.
Light the beacons.
You will not be believed if we say you are lying. You have no proof.
You have until the Dankworth Finch ball to pay me.
The Dankworth Finch ball.
I will tell everyone.
But you're known to be a liar.
Yeah, you're gonna raise it.
This is what happens when you talk, Colin. Somehow end up being told you're wrong.
Yeah.
way worse than
And they're
worse than what.
stumped.
God damn it.
Now is not a good time. I am expecting a visitor. Who?
Have no fear, ladies. Doing more with less.
Doing more with less. Varley, you don't get paid enough.
Cressida has her reasonable moments. Let us hope today is one.
Did you truly like her?
I'm not so petty. Perhaps the very initial befriending was tinged with just the tiniest bit of petting.
It's nice to see you.
Tell me what you're reading.
Oh, she's holding her hand. It's nice seeing them get along.
I'm afraid I have failed.
And I've had things remarkably worse.
She wants double.
20,000 pounds. She's lost her mind.
I must apologize, sir.
Oh, Gray's apologizing.
What do we do now?
Perhaps Penelope was right. It would have been better to just pay her.
I suppose I should not have expected any more from Cressida. I'm so very grateful
Oh.
for all your counsel.
Nah, man, you gotta come forward, Penelope.
Nah, you gotta write one more whistle down and destroy her for good.
Have they still not had yet?
This is going on over days. This is a whole weekend retreat. They're on ayahuasca right now.
Does Her Majesty seem as though she will relent on this quest of hers?
Hopeful that she will soon find another distraction.
What could there possibly be for the Queen to get distracted by?
It's rather strong.
It is needed to fight the bitter cold up there.
And I already am.
You're going to get drunk up here.
I purchased this on a trip to Scotland many years ago.
From a guy named Scott.
You will have my support in Francesca's absence, and also my brother's.
Oh.
We do not have to discuss that.
Whoa.
But perhaps we should.
Whoa. Yeah, I see you too.
Whoa.
Lord Anderson has been an exemplary gentleman. If you were to give your blessing.
It is certainly not my place to give or withhold a blessing on the matter.
Oh.
You may do as you wish.
But it matters to me that you're okay with it.
After all, I asked your permission.
Boom.
Oh! Daddy!
If you don't watch Queen Charlotte, you wouldn't
don't know
understand
what that means.
Yes.
The crowns.
I know my father was a good man,
Oh, then I would explain that.
and that is all I need to know.
Yep.
Weight off her chest.
I trust the two of you.
And my brother is a good man. And you are a good friend.
Oh.
And that is all I need to know as well.
Wow. Oh, that's really sweet.
I will pick you over him. I shall not lose you.
There is nary a man alive with such power.
I love that.
If you didn't watch Queen, oh wow,
crown.
You wouldn't know what that means.
Yeah,
if
you
watch
wouldn't.
Queen Charlotte.
You imagine the three of us at the ball.
and my brother.
That would be.
If you didn't watch Queen Charlotte, you'd be like, where the did this come from?
Yeah. The whole history I don't know about. There is.
How do you stand society events?
Love for a bit of chit chat.
This guy's familiar.
Especially a party of 3.
Oh, Menage a Benedict. No.
Good night, sir.
Write your own Whistledown, Colin. Oh, breasts, clavicle. Clavicle again.
I only need a blanket for the settee.
Of course.
Everything's so tense. You still not sleeping in the bedroom?
She's caused a lot of problems lately, John.
This is true. Even if things are on the mend, we're still in the midst of a whole crisis. What is that skull? That's crazy. Never seen that in here before.
I'm going to have tea with my mother before your sister's wedding, but I would spare you the confines of a shared carriage.
I want a ruffled shirt like that. It's the only thing I know about Seinfeld is that he also has a ruffled shirt at one point.
He's ruffling her Featheringtons.
All the letters. Oh. You did write back.
Oh, it's Penelope here.
That solicitor. He's here.
Oh, yeah, guy.
This freaking guy. I forgot about him. Yeah.
Showed up one episode.
Lady Featherington,
Walter Dundas Esquire, I do remember.
Some have told me they do find release from deception a comforting feeling.
Ew.
I pray you have sufficient evidence for all the accusations you seem poised to make.
I know your funds came from Jack Featherington's, and I believe the Crown will agree that the Featherington title should be transferred to a more scrupulous family.
Shit.
I should be submitting my discoveries to the royal authorities this week.
This guy's a real jerk.
Yeah, he seems to enjoy this way too much. Oh. Cut his throat with your pen.
Is it true?
It's not as if any of them needed that money the way we did.
You stole from them!
Ugh.
What you and I have done is not different.
What you have done is a crime.
Yeah, hers is worse.
Who were you protecting with your column?
Myself.
Oh, from whom?
You. The world.
No easy thing being a parent. What you have done entirely on your own.
I mean, you had something to do with this.
We have done the best we can that society has afforded us. Fine.
Did our best to work in the margins.
What would Lady Whistledown write about our disgrace when I am exposed?
Let's write about Cousin Jack. Write about that lawyer.
She will write whatever I like her to.
I know her.
That is a great power.
With great responsibility.
What a thing you have made for yourself.
That's incredible.
Thank you.
Aww.
At least she got some respect.
Yeah.
If we survive this round,
You're my favorite dog.
we must do better.
I really want a cookie.
I do too.
That scene, just like, I'm just so hungry now.
Just take a little tiny bite. Next season, we'll have cookies every time. We'll have a butler just over here.
Oh, my dear.
You're upset about me leaving?
No, of course not.
Anthony and Kate are headed for India.
Yes, but you have spent so much time away from us already. Now I fear I may be losing you for good.
Mama,
You'll see even more of me next season.
the silence and beauty of Scotland will allow me to know myself better, so that you can all know me better as well.
Oh,
my brave, clever girl.
Clever girl.
I thought we had moved past this. John
is a fine man and a good choice. I thought that is what love must be like for everyone. But you have shown me that there is another way. Beauty in the slow approach.
Made Penelope and Colin were
I think you'll do very well in Scotland.
kind of the slow approach.
too.
One of the slowest.
Arguably slower than you and John. You only just met this season. Oh,
that's cool. She might get further away, find herself, might make her want to see her family more,
And be
actually
more
connect with
present
them.
when-
Yeah.
I take thee to be my lawful husband, till death do us part.
You want to renew our vows?
May you now live together in holy matrimony until your dying breath.
Dude, this guy gets a ton of work in this town.
He's paid in God.
Yes, he is. His rewards will be rich in heaven.
Is that their first kiss?
Oh, that low lens flary memory angle.
She looked a little bit like, huh.
Is that what that's like?
He looks like a fine fellow who is very lucky that Anthony has already left town.
Unless she is distracted.
You'll never get your own season, Eloise.
Well, I should greet Mrs. Mondrich.
It was a beautiful ceremony.
Hell out of your Hyacinth.
If you would be so kind as to save a dance for me at the next ball.
Dankworth Finchball.
No.
Fucking dank, yo.
Dankworth.
That would be most adequate.
Good.
And then not the dancers again.
Who's judging her solo?
A toast, if I may.
You all suck, and I'm glad to be leaving.
I can't wait to be in the quiet away from all of you.
Lady Bridgerton, I see your openness reflected in Benedict, and a brightness you have instilled in both Gregory and Hyacinth.
That's her name.
When I feel so much gratitude for my new wife, I feel it in equal measure for the remarkable woman who raised her.
Wow. That's a good speech, dude.
Hell yeah.
From the bottom of my heart.
I like him so much.
He's great.
He's so cool.
I love him.
He's so...
One day you too will have a heart. Will you play a duet with me? I believe the last time I nearly moved you to tears was when I first started playing.
He's not the only one. I wept in my room from the hideous chord combinations.
And I shall not abandon you now.
Is that a threat?
Yes, it is. Yeah, the Francesca Kilmartin storyline is like lovely. It's like less crazy conflict, but it's like been a nice counterbalance. Now do chopsticks.
Encore! Encore!
May I speak with you? Can I ask you to lie to your brother on my behalf, your family, the one you have so kindly shared with me? They are too good. Too warm and wonderful to deceive or cheat in any way.
Wow.
Not let my lies spread any further than they already have.
Then how am I meant to help you?
By loving me.
Oh.
You've taught me to hold my own. You have shown me I'm capable of pleasure beyond imagination, but it is not what you do for me that makes me love you.
It's you.
Your empathy. How much you care. Just being you is enough. I do not need you to save me. I just need you to stand by me. To kiss me.
Look what you have, Colin. Quit f***ing this
So
up.
much to do those things.
Oh, what is the restraint?
I do not know. As you live with this secret,
Secret well out.
there will always be something between us.
I know.
Yeah.
Perhaps that is the key.
What are you saying?
Let her expose me.
Dearest reader.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Oh. Dearest gentle queen. Dizzle. Oh God.
I have received a letter from your wife.
We had better sit.
Oh my God.
So terrifying.
Oh my God. Ooh. Let's go, Varley. Game recognized game. So you gotta have some kind of planned thing.
The house is far too warm.
You're right, sister. It is my wife's doing.
Of course. It's far too warm in this mausoleum.
You would truly allow me to succumb to such a fate.
Present yourself,
Yeah.
so that I may see what I have to work upon.
What work are you gonna do?
After tonight, it will matter no more.
Totes.
Oh my.
I think she's gonna call this shit off, man.
Yeah.
Something tells me she's like, you know what? I'm over this shit.
You look handsome as always.
I don't know.
Or nope.
She wants him to herself.
As much as I've enjoyed the three of us together, I was hoping it could just be the two of us tonight.
Have you not enjoyed having Paul with us?
Oh. My relationship with Paul is friendly, and I am finding that
What?
I am beginning to care for you, Benedict.
Oh.
More than friends.
Benny.
Openness, your abundance of love. I'm beginning to wonder, what if we did allow things to grow more serious between us?
Tilly,
Wow.
you were extraordinary.
Oh no. Oh no.
But
You're not on the poster for season 4.
what happened between the three of us, what has happened ever since I met you, has made me realize how good it feels to be free.
Rough.
You've opened my world.
Can't close it down now.
And I'm not ready to close it again just now.
Wow, crazy. You open up the threesomes and everything.
Thought you wanted the same thing.
Yeah.
Get more serious about you now.
This is fascinating how life goes, you know?
I am as surprised as you are.
Yeah. I was going to say, this feels like a big moment for her.
But I must say, even merriment can grow tiring.
Yeah, but he's not there yet.
Want to commit to someone. Thank you for reminding me that is possible.
Oh.
Wow, this is so sad.
This is heartbreaking, yeah. So fun for so long. And then...
John's been the Benedict so many times.
That's right. That's me. It's the story of my life.
Oh, fancy finding you here.
Back to here.
So that I find myself yet again swinging to and fro, not moving in any particular direction.
Where's it you wish you were going?
Up.
Should like to be with the family until this Whistledown business with the Queen blows over.
And it will. And then?
I've spent nearly all of my life in either Mayfair or at Aubrey Hall.
Is she leaving the show?
To attempt to make change in the world, certainly I shall need to see some of it first.
I thought you were more interested in fitting in this year.
I think I am properly done with all of that.
There she is.
This is sweet.
I think she is leaving.
I can see it. Maybe she'll come back.
The more I learn, the more I realize how little I know.
Socrates.
Socrates.
Socrates Johnson.
It feels right now that the next thing I might learn may change me entirely.
I agree profoundly with everything you have said, as I have absolutely no idea what you are talking about.
We should not let so long pass again between us before we meet on these swings to be entirely confused together.
Aww. Oh, I love them. And I forgot that I love them.
You look lovely.
How dare you? Stupid.
I'm certain Varley has done her utmost.
Dude, Varley is going to slay this thing, all right? Don't even. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go, Varley.
What little did you have to work with?
Let me tell you.
This looks like a lot.
This is mostly spit and tape.
There is a... Did we get them?
It's a vitamin
We got
string
that.
octet. We got them.
You guys are all like a child receiving their first bite of cake.
Mama! Thank you.
Do you love a bit of cake?
Well, it must have been you. Who paid for all of this?
Ah, that's what was going on.
My ma told me she wished for you to have the greatest ball Mayfair has ever seen.
Aw.
Thank you.
Oh, that's cool.
That's very sweet.
And helping out the Featherington family.
I am proud of you.
Aw. I appreciate the Featheringtons increasingly over time. Dankworth Finch, it all goes down tonight. So much coverage. Props to every department on this. The costumers, the set deck.
Prudence and Philip are having the time of their life.
Last Night on Earth.
Your Majesty!
Oh.
Forgive us, Your Majesty.
Oh.
We do not have a perch for you because we did not think you would accept our invitation.
Oh my gosh, Penelope, this is our coming out moment.
It is not your invitation that brings me here.
I don't give a shit about your ball.
Cease playing.
Oh, Christ.
This must be Penelope's coming out moment.
As a result of my tireless search, I received a letter from Lady Whistledown.
Ooh.
asking to address you all herself
Wow.
Dizzle.
before I pass my judgment. So I turn the floor over now to the scribe herself.
Oh my God.
This is the best ball ever.
I know.
Not him.
Sneezes.
Her.
We are doing this thing.
Yes.
We are doing this thing.
She like knew all the time, didn't she?
She probably did. As the next likeliest person for it to be, she probably did.
Wow. Court of judgment here.
Hello, all.
Whoa, this is really happening.
Dearest gentle readers,
Christ. You got this.
I know it is no laughing matter. I only realize now how common that feeling must be. To be a young lady to whom no one listens. I wrote about all of you because I was captivated by you, living your lives so out in the open.
Yeah.
And in writing about all of you, I suddenly felt as if I had a life. I had power.
You're the observer.
And for anyone in this room who has ever had a taste of that, they should know it can be intoxicating.
Yeah.
That I was careless, but I see now how much courage it takes to live a life out in the open.
That is true.
To honor one's weaknesses publicly, for all to see.
Yeah.
Regardless of the outcome, one always has worth. Gossip is information. It forges bonds, especially for those of us who are told so little.
Dang.
I can no longer conceal the biggest piece of information I have.
Even your sisters are kind of emotional.
My identity.
Wow.
That is why I am so very grateful to our queen for forcing me out of the shadows with her most cunning scheme. I mean to aim my quill more responsibly. That is my repentance. And my plea.
Damn.
Ah, Danbury.
She seems humbled. But we will be watching that she remains so.
How are you gonna...
What is life without a little gossip?
That's true. The internet thrives off.
Yeah, that's true. The queen knows this.
Wow, the whole ball's about her.
Yeah. Anyway, my sisters.
Really?
Oh, now, Barney! The bugs!
Now, Farley. What? Bugs? Yes, of course.
Bought with Lady Whistledown's money.
Yeah. What did we decide as a general peoples?
They're distracted easily.
Yeah, I guess we're just heading back.
Ooh, bugs!
I love a ball.
Like I said, bugs. You are a genius. I know.
I know.
Shall we dance?
Aw. So everyone's just fucking acclimated to the fact she's whistled down.
I guess so. Yeah.
After all that.
I don't know if it's like it's... I don't know how she could ever continue and how people would ever read it the same.
I'm just like surprised everyone's just like adjusted.
Yeah. Yeah, people are probably too drunk to think about this too hard.
No tension anymore about it. We're like, yep, just moving on.
I mean, the queen says fine, so...
When Cressida was in, it was like...
Are we going to get an outro with her?
Yeah, she's going to run at me here.
I
don't
Lady Danbury. When she assumed Whistledown was a Bridgerton protecting their own, but I know the family well enough to know it was not one of them. There is only one person who loves the Bridgertons more than I.
She's known.
You are not the only lady of the town who can keep a secret.
And observe.
I look forward to your next edition.
Aww. No one's going to want to talk around you. You're going to have to conceal yourself even more.
You're a wonder.
Aw.
We can now tell that solicitor your money came from my writing. You'll have no recourse.
Hey.
Whoa.
Sis.
Crazy. Nice tie around.
That's really sweet.
Oh, I will sleep next to you tonight.
I will sleep on the floor next to the bed. Oh, he loved her so much.
Thank you for your letter. I do not believe I have seen my mother so quickly shocked. so quickly impressed?
There is something I left out of that letter, but I would not object to an annulment if you requested one.
Oh. The Queen herself has accepted you.
As must everyone else publicly. Whistledown has upset many who will not soon forget. The future may not hold such happy days.
John Wick Chapter 2.
Ever since I found out you were Whistledown, I've done everything I can to try to separate you from her. But the other day, I went back and read all of the letters you have sent me.
Whistledown's letters.
Hey.
And I realized you have always had one voice. There is no separating you from Whistledown.
Hey. This is nice.
And after seeing you speak today, because forgive me, but that was bloody brilliant.
Hey. Aww.
And now I simply cannot believe that a woman with such bravery loves me.
Oh, dude.
Dude, that's sweet.
How lucky I am to stand by your side and soak up even a little bit of your light. My only purpose in life is to love a woman as great as you.
Boy, howdy.
And I will be a very fulfilled man indeed.
I love you.
I love you too, Penelope.
I love you three, Penelope.
I love you. No.
You're my homie.
Will you please do me the honor of joining me on the dance floor?
Hey. I'm thinking I'm back. Oh, and they're gonna dance in front of everyone.
He's gonna bench press her.
He is. He's gonna do some swing moves and like toss her up over his head. There's a sigh of relief. Oh? Yeah?
They all seem happy.
They do.
Where's Kilmartin?
Let me accompany you to Scotland. Mamma will love the idea of me keeping an eye on you, but in truth, I cannot change the world without seeing more of it. I promise you I will give you your space.
You won't even know I'm there.
As long as you stay in your wing of the castle.
We'll be living in a proper castle.
We?
Eloise has asked to accompany us.
If that does not burden you, my lord.
Not at all. That is wonderful news.
Oh.
Thankfully, my cousin has finally arrived to complete our travel party. It's been a great pleasure to introduce.
Michaela Starling.
Is this like a big real life figure or a character that I don't know?
Definitely
And you
feels
must
like
be?
someone I should be like, oh shit.
They definitely.
Well, I'm Francesca Bridgerton, Kilmartin.
FBK.
They definitely had like a Marvel cameo thing going on. Yeah.
Reticence is not due to a desire to. Though I have heard whispers of a few.
Oh, whisper down, whistle down.
Yes.
Comes from a place of joy.
Oh, he finished inside her.
Oh, they're gonna have a baby.
My sincere apologies.
But I'm not gonna stop. Yeah, ever. She got chains in her hair now because she's locked up. They did her crazy hair for that one shot. Maybe it was like that earlier.
I will miss you.
Huh.
Do you think Mamma would ever let me miss her masquerade ball?
I suppose not. Hiding out behind a mask, avoiding eligible ladies like the plague.
Join you in your hiding place then.
Nah.
Benedict Benedict.
Benedict.
I get it.
Benedict.
It is time now to look toward the future, whatever it may bring.
You too.
It has been quite a journey we have taken together as Lady Whistledown.
Late as gators.
Goodbye.
Huh? Goodbye.
You're very
He's the most handsome of them all.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Baby.
Babies. Everyone's got a baby.
3 babies.
I still cannot fully believe you had a boy. And the heir, no less.
Of course.
The new Lord Featherington is quite handsome.
Gets that from his father.
Yes.
They will both marry very well.
We'll see to that.
Mina will one day become a great writer without any need of a husband.
Philomena. Is that a literary Easter egg?
I've written my book without the help of Philomena's auntie Penelope.
He's published in
Traveling with myself.
Are you old enough to read that?
And traveling with myself. Oh.
The Lady Whistledown paper.
I should like to formally introduce myself.
Switch up in the VO.
Previous wallflower, current columnist,
Current.
wielder of a quill. Nobody unique, and yet I have my moments.
You will stay on to enjoy them with me as we begin this next part of our journey.
Dang.
Yours truly, Penelope Bridgerton.
That's how you get away with it. Because she becomes a Bridgerton. It all feeds into itself.
Beautiful.
Guys, listen up. Leave a like for love. We love love here. Also, if you could subscribe and hit the notification bell, that way you will be notified when the next batch of Bridgerton episodes comes your way. Season 4! Very excited. Also, if you want to get the full and complete Bridgerton experience alongside the G Train and me, you can come on over to patreon.com/TheRealRejects. Sync up with your own Netflix account. And, you can ask us questions and stuff, help guide these reviews, see our posting schedule, even save yourself a discount on some teas like these. G, are you feeling lovely?
I'm feeling very hungry.
Are you satisfied with the season?
My back hurts a lot right now.
Okay.
Got a bit of a headache.
Good. These are optimum conditions.
And I'm thirsty.
Sure. We can hop into questions.
But no. I'll tell you this much.
I want to hear this much.
It was a good season of television.
Agree.
The penultimate surprised me. I was like, oh shit, what's going to happen? Because, like, I feel like structurally, I was on to, like, what this show does pretty well.
Sure.
And admittedly, I've been braggadocious. I'll say that humbly, in a very bragging way, of how humble I am.
Uh-huh.
I'll brag about my humility.
On the #1 humble list.
That 7 and 8 did not go at all like I thought it would.
Yeah.
It was like, all right, yeah, I get it, 7. I mean, like, kind of. Like, they're not really, like, together. You know what I mean?
It has certain structural things that you would expect out of a set. Like, 7 is where you kind of expect that, like, okay, maybe the big wedding will happen here, but then the last episode's like, oh, we're wrapping stuff up. But no, you go to 7, things seem like they're just going to work out, and then, yeah, right at the end, they're like, nah, it's all come crashing down again.
Yeah, the threat of Whistledown and making that the stakes. I will say that the come down to, like, the Penelope speech I thought was beautiful when she was talking to the ton. And the resolution with the queen. However, when it came down to, like, the seconds after, I was like, oh, this is like, there's a huge deal when it was Cressida. When that, now it's Penelope. It's like, okay, guess we're fine about it.
Well, yeah, now they're used to unmaskings.
Because I think what they're trying to say is the queen gave her approval, so we should all be cool. But I'm like, I still feel like there'd be a tension amongst this room in a little way.
Yeah, I feel like, people can still be real snippy when the queen's not around.
There should be a moment. I feel like they all just move past it, like, instantaneously.
Yeah.
So it kind of sullied the moment a tiny bit. Not entirely. The speech was beautiful. And Colin realizing that he was just an envious bitch about the whole thing, to quote him exactly.
Yeah, he couldn't stand a woman succeeding.
And when he said, when Cressida accused him of jealousy, like, no, I'm not. I didn't know what that meant. I was like, what's he jealous of? And,
sure.
And then when the speech came, I was like, oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought it was really good. And other sister getting married and them was cute as hell.
Yeah.
And Benedict getting to explore his sexuality sort of was all right.
Yeah, I like that for him. It was pleasant to cut to every once in a while.
Yeah, they did something there.
I'll take that. I don't. It's weird. I guess in a situation like this, in an ensemble story, I kind of am okay with, like, oh yeah, it's weird. Some shows do this in ways that I'm like, I don't quite understand the full, like, implementing of. But in this context, I was like, yeah, just cutting to Benedict and just watching him explore and being a little more slice of life is, like, kind of fun. And then, yeah, you have this, like, really sordid situation with all the stakes of Penelope and Colin, and then underneath that you have this, like, cozy, understated romance with Francesca and Kilmartin, which is like a really nice counterweight. It's not like the focus, but yeah, you get your kind of more traditional Bridgerton thing in a low stakes enough package that it doesn't matter that you're not cutting to it all the time. And then, Anthony shows up and says hi once in a while, and Kate offers sage advice. But yeah, I really like this season has helped me, like, really appreciate the long game, especially with all of the Featheringtons, especially with Penelope, especially with her mom. And then the other stuff, Lady Bridgerton and her budding romance, but also the friendship angle with Danbury, like even like things like that are like, further down the list of plots. I'm like, but that was really I think that was really nicely proportioned over the season. And I like where they put the conflicts and where they put the payoffs. Like it's interesting to watch because we didn't have like a time jump to wait for part 1 and 2, but I see why they kind of split it up this way. And yeah, I liked being in a situation at the end where I'm like, I don't know structurally where we are anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fun. And yeah, with the thing, it's like, I agree with you. It's like, it's in that moment, there's like this big silence and you're like, okay, well, now the queen's gone. Everyone's got to state their own feelings or have their own public reckoning of some kind. And it's like, I don't begrudge them doing it. Like, I'm not mad about it, but I am like, I think this would have gone differently, but I'm so caught up in the moment that it's fine.
True.
Yeah.
Very true.
But I like this season. I'm currently satisfied. But let's see what the people have to wonder about over at the Royal Reject Nation.
No, before we do anything.
Oh.
Bridgerton's season 3, Marina?
Yeah.
Is that her name? I don't know. What's her name? What's the guy's name? Dude who's married to the sister now.
Kilmartin? Oh, because his name is Michaela Sterling. Starling.
Oh, she's gender swapped.
Oh, it's a gender swapped adaptation of the book character Michael Sterling.
Oh. So it's like for book readers. I thought it was like a real life historical figure or something.
Wait. So this character starts okay, so I guess they're just like... my current interpretation is what? They're just going to be like... We're not going to make this a conflict. So she's a girl and you guys are going to go to...
Yeah, you get a whole season to adjust to this reality, I guess.
Yeah. Interesting. I guess this will mean more for readers of the book.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it means, but whatever.
I like them, though. I'm rooting for them to have a nice time out.
But it was definitely like new character, big character.
Fan favorite character, potentially.
All right, let's do it.
Or not. Anna Karen, thank you for chiming in. By season 3, they got a new showrunner. My question is, I've seen a lot of people saying they felt like this season had a lot of storylines and not enough of Pen and Colin. Do you agree? Or do you feel it just right with their screen time? In my opinion, I think they did a good job on Penelope, but not so much on Colin's part, the growth as a character. I mean, no flashback, no deep development, etc.
No, Colin just pretty much shows up to like scorn people and then being told why he's wrong and be like, oh shit, I guess I was wrong about my approach there.
Colin keeps showing up to lay down the law and then gets his perspective reframed each time. Yeah. It's interesting.
I liked his growth in the final scene of what he realized. But yeah. I mean, I liked him the most in the final episode, for sure.
Yeah.
When he was like stepping in, trying to help out and try to be a man about the whole thing. And he was fun in the beginning. But nah, he's probably he's not the most interesting character this season. I will say, though, they did juggle a lot. And it was being felt when they cut to like Benedict.
Yeah.
In the middle of all the crazy stuff. And then like, okay, they just keep cutting Benedict, like having some fun once in a while. Yeah. This final episode. The stuff with Mama Featherington was a very nice surprise. The way the resolve comes around with Penelope and the mama and helping out the sisters. It's like an inverse of the Cinderella story in a way. Like Penelope's like Cinderella-esque. And then instead of being like, fuck you, mom and the evil sisters, it's like, no, I'm going to help them out because they're family and realizing their similarities and the pride that forms and familial bond that happens with her and Violet. Violet and the guy, the brother. Oh my God, the Danbury and the brother stuff was all great. That was all great.
Yeah, I like that.
There was a lot of great stuff with a lot. I mean, they had a lot to juggle. Did it come at the cost of giving Colin some screen time and development and depth? Sure. But there's a lot of greatness surrounding it. But I can understand when the main pitch is like, they're the main couple this season. And usually the main couple gets the most focus and the best character details. And when one of them gets the short end of the stick, because they're also not just juggling Penelope, they're also juggling Penelope and then Whistledown stuff. So there's a lot they're doing in there. And unfortunately, Colin got the shortest stick. But I still like Colin. Well, no, I don't dislike Colin. I like him still. I like him.
Well, yeah, it's like I can see that. It's weird. I can see this, and I do share some of the idea that, like, yeah, it would have been nice to see more from his eyeline or his perspective. I feel like you're way more in. You're more even in Benedict's own perspective when you cut to him, you know, and I'm just not mad about it because I liked everything they did, and I thought, yeah, what he did and what he brought in his part was well played and well handled for what they gave us. So while it would have been cool to see more from his POV, I feel like we have also
see more.
Yeah, we're also coming off of a more, you know, like we went from Daphne to Anthony back to Penn. So then the next season we're gonna do Benedict ostensibly. So it seems like they're also going back from a more male perspective to a female perspective and so on. So I don't know. Yeah, it's like because enough of the other stuff they were doing I thought was good and I liked. Yeah, I'm not upset about it, but I can like see the difference people are noticing, and I can't really fault anyone for having bespoke feelings about it.
Yeah.
But
it occurs.
Appreciate you chiming in. Take this short one away.
We have reached Patricia Carrillo, the end of Polin season, a 3-year journey to this happily ever after. Sir, a few basic changes in the book to the show. They are each about a decade older than the show.
Wow.
Penn had been Whistledown for 10 years before the reveal.
Christ.
And there was no close friendship between them, more of a one-sided crush. And he saw her as his sister's family's shy friend.
Wowie.
The thing that upset the Benedict fans most is that Polin is book 4. A big reason for switching that was that narratively questioning whether everyone can handle another year of Penn pining and Colin being oblivious. With all that being said, with everything you remember from first 2 seasons and Colin's comment in season 2, I definitely remember Colin's comment in season 2. Comes right to mind when you said that.
Yeah.
It's crystal. See it in John's brain too.
I definitely am remembering his comment from season 2.
Really left an impact.
The specific comment that he made.
Oh no! Oh, I think it's the comment about like, I would never date that bitch or whatever.
Yeah, she overhears him talking to those guys.
Okay.
I think that's
it suddenly came back. Are you happier with them making Polin season 3, or could you have managed waiting one more season?
Well, technically, we did. Because of Queen Charlotte.
Because, don't disrespect Queen Charlotte.
Yeah. So I guess some people are only going to season 2 then to 3. But for us, I guess there's the benefit of that. It's the added time. I personally wish that they were a decade younger in the show. I think that would have been way more satisfying to be like, this child is a gossip savant.
They're each about a decade older than the show. That's crazy. Yeah, that would have been gross to watch. But
wait, decade older than the show.
Yeah.
Oh, so the show they're older.
Show they're younger.
The show they're younger. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, so they're like old by the time in the book.
Yeah, I believe Penelope's
10 years. That's even
85 years old
to swallow. See, the thing is, I think they proportioned it right for revealing it now because you're like, well, I don't know. After 10 years of her being Whistledown, I feel like it's a whole different conversation for her going to have.
But if I'm not mistaken, I believe in Bridgerton books, is it revealed in book 4 that Penelope is Bridgerton, is Whistledown? I believe it's book 4 where that's revealed.
That sounds like the intel.
Yeah, so, I think, can you go back to the question?
Yeah.
I'm afraid they're going to ruin something about season 4. Like, when you think about a show, if they never revealed she was Whistledown in the show, then I think you could have stretched this shit out, of course.
Yeah.
Because you don't know. But then the book readers would have been like, it's Penelope, and it would have gotten spoiled. So they had to reveal that in season 1. So with that, I think adjusting was a smart call.
Yeah, agree.
Yeah. That's my take on it, at least.
Yeah, and I mean, adding the extra connective tissue, giving them more of a changing the trope. I get, like, I don't know what it would read like as just like, this chick who's hanging out with my sister really likes me, I guess. And I'm starting to see, like, I don't know. I think this is interesting for what we got here. And then you get the benefit of what a filmed scenario over a lot of time gives you, which is like, they're growing up on camera. There's stuff continuing on over the seasons. So I think that makes them both more interesting in this format.
And making them friends in the show allows you to truncate that so the way another season. You get all the stuff with the build-up in season 2 with Eloise finding out.
Yeah.
I think it just puts more dramatic stakes in the Whistledown stuff. So I think it's the right time.
Yeah.
That's why I think it was a little weird the way the come down happened after Penelope's speech.
Yeah, because it's just this huge thing, and it seems like it is like the button on, it is like the capper on everything.
Yeah, and it's like all the build up to her finally revealing herself. And everyone's like, let's go back to dancing.
It almost, the queen is like a great shortcut because you're like, I guess everyone's just like, well, we think what the queen thinks and no one's going to talk about that now. So I guess we're going to wait for the next gossip paper and talk about it amongst ourselves outside. But yeah, for what they had to do, this feels pretty graceful. And for the more I learn about what they've changed, I'm like, changing shit and adapting can often go wrong, and I'm not upset about much. So
not much.
I've enjoyed quite a lot, much of what they've done here.
Take it away, John.
Care Bear. When confused about his future with Penn, Colin says he'll take a walk in the park. This line felt like a setup for Colin to catch Mondrich out playing with his kids. Mondrich's storyline seemed ripe for a final monologue about how being, quote, the man wasn't how to love or support your family, thus prompting Colin to overcome his own securities. Did you think, this is a question, did you also think Mondrich's storyline would tie more directly into the main narrative? Would you go back and add this park scene to complete his arc?
Yeah, there's not really an arc there for him, huh? He's kind of like, okay, I'm going to stop doing this thing.
Yeah, it's another one of those that for me as a viewer, I'm okay with a certain amount of if it's clear a B, C, D, E plot is like ongoing. No, maybe not a B plot, but like further down the line, continuing plot is ongoing. I'm kind of okay with the slice of life, just like what are they struggling with and what changes are happening, and maybe it's not a major arc, but there's life around. So like I got that out of what was happening with Mondrich, and certainly it's weird. It's like with him, you're like, okay, so he's got to make this big, effort to let go of the life he's known and adjust to this high society, non-work-a-day kind of life, and that's something. And then once he accepts it, he's just kind of out here chilling, and he looks like he's adjusting. So it's fine. It would have been cool. Like a moment like that would have been cool. And for me as a viewer, I'm like, I like Mondrich anyway, and I like when a smaller side character gets a significant moment if it's handled right. So like I could see a moment like that being very cool, and a moment for like, oh, you guys don't really, you guys have hung out at his club and stuff, but here's a moment for you to be like a real friend. I would love that, but I'm not like, again, upset not to have it. I could see why you would want a more defined, ending up point for the Mondriches.
Sure.
But also, they're at the ball, and people were like, hey, we got to go talk to the Mondriches. So clearly, whatever they're doing is working at the moment. So.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. It's time for more Mondrich.
Me too. Mondrich season 5.
And his boy growing up or whatever.
Yeah. He's going to grow up into Simon. And then there's going to be like an Ouroboros loop that happens.
Yeah, and then they're going to hang out with T'Challa.
It's a secret sci-fi. Yeah, they're going to go hang out with T'Challa in
the new T'Challa.
Yeah.
T'Challa's son from
Toussaint.
Black Panther.
Yeah, absolutely. You got any more thoughts on Mondrich before we...
I don't have many more thoughts on Mondrich today.
No. Okay, we got one more from Jay Rushton. Speaking of... I'll just read this one so you can rest.
Thanks.
Question. Speaking of kings and queens, which reject would be a good poker player?
I am deceptively a good poker card player.
I think you would be the poker player among the real rejects.
I suck at remembering. Which hand is like the ranking of the hands. Like in Texas Hold'em, like, whoa, wait, what? it's higher, like 3 of a kind or a straight, like
Full House or...
Yeah, that shit. I suck at remembering that, so I usually have to like pull out my phone and have that in front of me.
yeah, 100%.
Which works in my favor because people are like, he doesn't really know this game too well.
All of this is bluffing right now.
So when I'm playing, it does come in hand. I'm pretty good at it because I don't make a lot of the call. I don't really know like all I know is like 2 and a 7. You don't play. That's like the main thing I know. 2 and 7. Everything else, I'm like, I'm gonna play this however I want.
I play it a hand at a time, a card at a time,
and then I'm like feeling it out. But I'm also like, as I'm playing, like, what is the fucking like? I have to just keep looking at it because I do forget what that is.
Yeah,
but that works in my favor because my people can't quite read me because I'm trying to read what's like going on in the game.
Yeah, because you're too busy reading everything else. No, I would nominate you, honestly.
Yeah,
I mean,
figure it out.
You know, we've played poker in the past. I like poker, but I don't think I would be the best poker player among us. I don't think I would be the absolute worst, but besides you, I think Tara would be the next best poker player. I think Tara would be a surprisingly good poker player. It's unlikely, but I'm putting my money on Tara. I'm a betting man.
After that, I'd say Michael Tesler would be probably be like the genuinely best one.
Yeah. Yeah.
He'd be like, I have a great hand. He'd be like, do you? I'm like, maybe I do, maybe I don't. And I'd be like, I don't know.
Michael would be the bluffing king. And then he'll lay down a nothing hand that you will have folded because you're like, I don't know what's happening, and I think you're bluffing, but I don't know, so you win.
Tesla would probably be the best out of all of us.
Tesla would be the best out of all of us.
He'd be the best at knowing how to like really mess with us in that way.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he's a D&D player, so he would know how to throw all kinds of chaos into the ring.
Be like, ew, does the queen the king?
Ooh, I love a straight when it's also a flush. Do you, Michael? Is that what you have? Leave us your comments about who would be the best poker players. Rank us all, from best to worst. And you got any more thoughts about Bridgerton? Are you excited for season 4?
Yes. I'm excited to see if she's like, you say you're bisexual, but in my experience, when a guy says that, I think he's just gay.
I think he's just gay.
I think he's just a gay guy. I don't know how to contend with this, and it's just him for 8 episodes trying to convince this Asian woman that he's actually bisexual and in love with her.
And then they subvert our expectations at the very end, and he marries that guy who was with Lady Arnold.
Dude, I'm down for them to just fuck it all up, man.
Yeah. Explode the whole thing. Yeah. Blow it up, baby. We are here for it regardless. And if you're here for it, thank you for being here. And read up on your Whistledowns, and we'll see you sooner than you think for season 4. Much love.